Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. Oh. Don't have to press the right buttons. Yeah. I've got several sets of buttons on my steering wheel, and I was just sort of busy tapping away at the ones I've got set for doing straps and changing the crop type instead of the one that does, and then the other two buttons, one does beacons on and off, and the other starts and stops the cruise control. So yeah, I was busy just trying to change the crop type on this rather than turning the beacons off. That's all I was doing. That's the bit that I got wrong. In my defense, I'm still not 100% with my health, so you know I'm blaming that. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so that one right there has finished its work. We're not going to bother taking it anywhere in particular. We're just going to leave it right there. You've got 8,000 litres on board right now. And I tell you what, let's take this one up to the top field. I know that we can go and make it narrower to, like, finish up the last line on the field up there. I'm not going to bother. Gonna just stick this one right on the very outside edge of the fields, and I'm gonna let it go that way, and we'll see if that actually does work. We gotta do an extra pass along the field if we want it to cover all of the fields. I'm not overly concerned about how it chooses to go and do that. So is it gonna be able to get right the way down across the field if I start it there? Don't know. The tree down the other end may confuse it. So we'll see. I'm not overly bothered about that. I want to go to this one here. I want to back it up a bit because I want it to be out of the way of that tractor over there. We don't want to miss the sugar beet here. There was another 2 litres there, I think it was. And if I put out the overloader there, I'll just raise it up a little bit. Yeah, like that, and you can wait there, and then we go to this one. 512,000 litres of sugar beets. How many has that other one got? Sugar beets. Didn't actually look properly. Did have 8,000 when it was travelling along. It's 16,000. We're going to have 8,000 litres of sugar beet that we don't sell. Now, I'll be honest, I could come back for the final 8,000 litres of sugar beet, and I could make sure that I take that away as well. But I honestly can't be bothered. 8,000 litres of sugar beet, that is 8 times the best price that we're getting at the moment is 413. That is 8 times 4, 3,200. Maybe about 3,300. 3,300 euros. It's hardly worth it. The scale of things that we do here on this farm, really don't think it's worth the bother. So I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to drive this down, and we're going to tip this out. So we're getting about 110,000. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive this to the port, but this final load, I'm not going to sell it yet because I'm curious as to how high that price is going to go. And we'll see just how much money we get. So we'll drive it down to the port, but we won't sell just yet. We will hold it there until the price stops climbing, and then we will sell. The only downside to this little plan of mine is that we've already sold 500,000 litres of sugar beet, which could have a negative impact on the price, because every now and then it takes into account everything that has been sold across the map and adjusts the price accordingly. So we could get a price drop, and this whole little plan of me sitting there and waiting until the price goes up even higher could backfire. And then I may not get my 210,000 euros for this load. I may get a lot less. But we can still leave it there. We can still leave the sugar beet parked up at the port, or until we get a better price or until we need the truck for doing the combining again. And if we're not buying any more land, we're not going to be buying more solar panels, so we're literally just saving at the moment to buy the combine that is going to cost us about €1,000,000. The problem, actually, I was going to say, the problem with that combine is that it's well, not that it's too expensive. I think the price is actually fairly well balanced for what we're getting, with the 120,000 litre capacity on it and stuff like that. I guess the issue then really would be, even though it is a fast combine, it's still going to, like, take longer to do the harvest than it is for the two combines we have at the moment. They steamroller through that crop. They really do. So maybe we should just sell one combine and upgrade to the Stevie one, and then a bit later we sell another. I was originally planning to sort of have another stepping stone between the one that we've got and then the full-blown Stevie one, but it's kind of... Oops, okay, I need to quite do that. But yeah, it's can't reach a point where I think, no, we won't do that. We'll go straight for the Stevie one. I think it's going to work out about right for that. So prices at the moment 414 and still climbing. So we're going to leave that one there. And our next job is, well, you're actually doing a good job going in this direction. I was planning to have you moving up and down the other, moving in the other way, but you've done almost half the field now because I forgot about you. So, yeah, you can stay there. And you with your 8,000 litres, we're not going to worry about you. So we will go in here. We'll go to our garage. We'll go to our leased items, and we will return all of these. Okay, there's one, and then there's two, and then there is the two headers as well. And that one... done. Right. So now I can go over to you. Why are you... Oh. I was going to say, why are you parked up there like a lemon? But it's because you're in the next field. You finished the field. You did what you were supposed to do. And I failed to recognize your greatness. And now you're probably offended. So, please don't take it out on the crop. Please don't get things wrong in here. Nope, that's all good. So that one's going to go up through there and just finish off that little bit. And the next job that we want to do is we want to get this one here. And we want to get started on rowing up. So we're going to do the outside rounds first. So I'm going to bring you in to here. And we will lower that one down there and unhitch. Then we will spin round a little bit. Spin around a little bit more like that. People have been asking about whether I'm going to be getting the silage fermenters. I did say before that yes, I am. So I'll just confirm that the fermenting silo right there, I did actually alter it, I think, so it holds even more. But basically, we will be using these. You just bring the grass in, and then it turns it into silage without having to roll a clamp down or anything like that, which is considerably easier when it comes to doing that kind of work. So I am absolutely planning to do that. I will be doing that at some point. I'm not quite sure when. At the moment, I quite like having a silage clamp because it's not something that we've done very much of. And, okay, if I'm going to start it up, I need to unfold it first. So I can start it and I can lower it. There we go. Yeah. It's not something that we've done very much of in any of our series, doing silage clamp. I did a little bit, I think, in the Alps Panorama series, but other than that, I mean, I have now gone and also done a clamp full of silage in the Alps series that we're doing, the other Alps, the Erlengrat series, the hardcore series. I've gone and done silage clamp in there, and I'm sort of focusing on silage clamp on there. So I now got, I hadn't done so much in the way of silage clamp work, but now I've sort of got silage clamps turning up all over the place. So we don't necessarily need to do too much in this series with running silage clamps. But I am going to do at least this harvest and probably one more, and then we will make the switch over to the fermenters instead. The fermenters are really good. They are absolutely brilliant. They don't take up a huge amount of room, and because I've gone and modified them ever so slightly, they've got a very nice capacity on them as well. So, I don't know what the original capacity of them is. I don't remember now, but yeah, I made a couple of tweaks. I don't think anything's been updated on the files for them since I tweaked them. I haven't gone and brought in any updates on them. So I'm pretty certain that it'll be the 1 million capacity that I've got on my time-lapse series, which is quite nice. It's rather good being able to produce 1 million liters of silage at one time. Actually, I think it's more than that. I think maybe it holds, you can put in 1 million liters of chaff, and then it also has capacity for 1 million liters of silage, or 1.5 or something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers that I've got on it, but I know that they're quite big numbers on it. So it takes a while to fill the thing up, although it's not going to take all that long with our forage wagon, considering it holds 120,000 liters at a time. Something obscene. It holds a lot. It holds a lot. That's all that we need to know. So I'm going to just doing the outside rounds on these few fields, and once I've done, I'm only going to do one outside pass. I'm not going to worry about any more than that. So I've done that one right there. We're going to go whizzing up the road to the last one, and as soon as we've done that, we can then get the tractor moving on around it. We've got the fertilizer almost finished there. No, actually the fertilizer has finished, so I could start another seed drill going. About time we did that, so that we can get cracking with the wheat planting. And I'm still genuinely, oops, yeah, I need to do that. Still genuinely torn about what to do with regards to the combines. Like, do I wait until I've got enough money to buy 2 Stevie combines, which is about 2 million euros, or do I get one? Actually, I suppose I could just upgrade one combine and then we can see how it goes, rather than selling both of my combines and buying one big one. I could just upgrade one combine at a time. That would be a more sensible approach to this, wouldn't it? Okay, so that's what we'll do. When I've got the money, I will upgrade combine, and then we can kind of see how it goes. And what I'm kind of hoping is that I'll be able to upgrade a combine, and that's going to work quite nicely. And then we can either save up and upgrade a second combine fairly quickly afterwards, or we can go straight into buying up those 3 fields that I talked about, which is about €500,000 euros to buy the 3 fields together. And I'm pretty certain I ran those 3 fields as one large connected field when I used to play on this map. I may not have done. I may have ran those as 2 separate fields. Definitely didn't have them as 3 fields. I definitely didn't do that. I know I didn't have them as 3 fields. I would have had them as 1 or 2 fields. It would either have been 1 field here on 18 and then connect 17, sorry, and then have 18 and 19 together, or I just ran it as sort of one big field. So it would have been along there, and then this bit would have brought it over and squared it as well as I had everything on a square. And then that would have sort of come up along here, up slightly, and then up there, and then down here. This side was ploughed, and that was definitely ploughed up. And then kind of back over here. I think I did something like that. And then 17 was run separately. This road, I got rid of that road there on all sides. I don't think I felt the need to keep that road at all. So that was all gotten rid of. We'll get back to that. Anyway, so you're done, and you are done as well. So we'll run you down to the bottom, and we will hook you in. What are you doing? We'll run you down to the bottom, and we will hook you into a seed drill. I've got helper down that way has also finished the task. We will put that seed drill in. So we've got both the seed drills now will be working. We'll stick one on this small field and one on the slightly bigger field. That won't take long to get set up, and then we can go straight back to picking up grass. So it looks like we will actually end up doing the silage bit will kind of be the last bit that we do here. It's going to be the bit that's going to end up taking the longest amount of time, but I mean, it usually does. That is the time-consuming part of all of this. So we will grab you right in there. I don't wish to have soybeans. I wish to have wheat, like that. I will unfold you, and I will do a single pass along this side of the field right here. Just one, I feel, is going to be enough. The tractors seem to be pretty good at turning around with a single pass. That actually gets better with the Amazon Condor. They're even better at doing that turning around with a single pass. I mean, you've got 15-meter spread on that Amazon Condor, which is a very, very wide area to allow yourself to sort of turn around on the edge of the field. You don't usually need more than that. So I'll put you there, like that. Just put the hired help going on that one a second. I will come here to this one and fold this one up. And we will start racing through. And then as soon as that other tractor has reached the end of the field, so I'm going to keep an eye on the speed of it, up in the top left-hand corner up there. Glance mod, I think this one's called. It might not actually be on the mod hub. If it's not, there's a link on my Discord to it. 25k he's doing, so he's still traveling up across the field. He's gonna reach the end of the field any second now. There. That's what I wanted to catch. Just him getting to this end of the field right here, so that I can just do one pass along the top end of the field, and then I can set him going off down that side. And it'll be this bit taken care of. So back you up there, like that, and lower you in like that. I'll do this myself all the way across here. I know it's highly unusual, me actually doing any work. Sometimes you got to do it, though. I mean, if you want a job done right, you got to do it yourself. Sure, I've heard that said several times. Usually by people that work with me. I'm not sure what they mean by that, but it does have a nice ring to it. Don't you think? Don't you think that has a nice ring to it? Now, let's go on round here, and we'll set that one up right there. Off you trot. So, you're going to go and put wheat into there. Then you fire you up. Should really take a shortcut across the middle of this field, but, well, I'm not technically taking a shortcut across the middle of the field, taking a shortcut across the end of the field. So I'm going to whiz off down this way, and I'm not going to bother with doing anything on the headlands, although that top end of the field does sometimes cause issues. I'm going to hope that it can deal with it itself, because this is a very powerful tractor. He should be okay for climbing the banks. At least that's what I'm hoping. So we'll drop you into there, and off you trot. There he is, in all his glory. Look at the sunshine on the side of it there. I was hoping to catch it in some sunshine there. There we go, in the sunshine. That's looking good. That's looking very swish. So we've got our swish, good-looking tractor working down there, and we've got this swish, good-looking tractor up here. This one right here, I am going to take over to the train field and just pick up that outside round. Then we can set the hired help working on the rest of that field while we bring this one back over here and do the outside rounds on the two fields over this side. Once we've done that, well, I don't know. I'm wondering if I should buy another grass. I don't think I need to buy another grass field yet. For 100 cows, I think we're okay with the grass fields that we've got. We've got these 3. I am also aware that we're going to want to do that, but I kind of like, yes, I've expanded the cows, and yes, I would like to do plenty of work to the cows. Like, they are going to be quite important to us. We are aiming to get more than 1,000 of them, which is going to require quite a bit of work, but I do also want to be able to expand our arable land to cover the whole map. And, I mean, I'm not sure that I will actually be able to get all the way out to covering the whole map in this series. It's the sort of thing that I am, well, I've said from the beginning, that's what I'm aiming for. It's what I used to do when I played this map. I'd get all the way out until I had every single field plowed out as far as it could go, and I would do harvest across the entire farm. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get quite to that scale in this series before we run out of time, because, I mean, it's mid-July now. Actually, for you, it's probably the end of July. And, yeah, we've still got, what? We got August, September, and October. And a little bit of November. 3 months. I don't think that we have got time, in all honesty, to, like, fully go all the way out to the edges of this map. But, I mean, we'll give it a good shot. I think maybe we should be focusing on the cows as the top priority. Actually, I'm sort of keeping going with the way things are, and I'm like a couple of weeks ahead on recordings, but what do people want to see on this? Yeah, I knew you'd be doing stuff like that. Actually, no, it was that one over there that I thought would be doing stuff like that. Anyway, what do people want to see here? What do you want to see in the series? Do you want me to focus mostly on building up the arable? Would you like to see me have all fields on the map before the end of the series, or at least attempt to, and really focus on that part of it? So we would primarily be doing the arable production side of it. The cows are just kind of like a little bit of an extra, so I will frequently skip doing mowing and stuff like that so that we can advance the arable side of things a little bit faster. Or would you prefer me to put more focus into the cows and trying to achieve our goal of 1,000 cows on the map? Don't think we're going to be able to get both the goals. I don't think we're going to get 1,000 cows and all of the land on the map. I can't see that we're going to have time to be able to do that. I mean, yeah, it'd be pretty cool if we could. But if you've got to choose between one and the other, what's it going to be? Do you want me to focus my attention mostly on the cattle and building up our 1,000 cows? Or would you prefer I kept my attention focused on the arable side of things instead, and we sort of grow and expand our crop side? We've got 100 cows at the moment. I'm not going to buy any more cows until I get a result from this, until I get some answers from this. So I'll buy no more cows, and we'll just let the cows slowly accumulate. If you really want me to focus on the arable, I could even limit the cows to the 100 that we've got at the moment. Say, allow them to breed themselves up to about 150, but we won't go any higher than that. We'll just sell extra cows. When it gets like 160, we'll sell off a clump of 10 of them, something like that, in order to maintain the number at roughly what roughly 150, something like that. So I think 150 would be a good balance for mainly focus on arable, but, a little bit of the cattle stuff to break things up a bit. If you want me to focus on the cattle, I think I will expand the arable a bit more because, was going to say we're going to want the straw, but I think we're probably all right for straw. But I would like to get fields. Is it 7, 8, 9, or it's 17, 18, 19? I would like to get those 3 fields, so we would buy those 3 and turn them into one big field, so that we've got this as our arable clump right in here, and then we've got these 3 grass fields at the moment. We want to buy that one up as a grass field. That's a grass field. That's a grass field. That one is there, and these 2 up here are also grass fields. And then after that, I didn't go any further than that. Like all of this down here, even little field 9 over there, that I always kept as arable. I kept the grass in this area right here. It was just, this was kept clumped up. Field 40 up there, that was an arable field. I didn't turn that into grass field. And it was those 4, I think, right towards the ends that I changed into grass, because I didn't quite have enough being produced or something. I can't remember now. It was a long time ago. But anyway, that would sort of be the thing that I would be aiming towards. So, I mean, let me know. Get in the comment section. What do you want? Do you want arable? Do you want cattle? Do you want us to kind of just keep trying to expand both? With the full realization that we are not going to be able to achieve getting both goals complete, but I can just keep working towards expanding both of them kind of side by side. So yeah, you got 3 options there really. We can carry on kind of just working on both of these together. We can focus just on getting the arable up big time and really going for that and getting as much land as we possibly can, or we can really go all out on the cows and push towards getting a full 1,000 cows on the map. I reckon if we're going to balance both of them, it wouldn't be out of the way to expect in the time that we've got left for us to achieve, I would say, 500 cows and about half the land on the map. I think that is a doable goal. I think that is something that we could potentially achieve. I mean, we might not. We may not have a hope, but I feel that that's not something that would be out of the way, expecting us to be able to get that far. I think that could be done. See no reason why it wouldn't be done. The other thing that we've got to decide is whether with our combines we're going to have just the truck in the field like we had with our sugar beet harvest that we've just done, or do we have an actual auger wagon? Do we go and get one of those? Because there is a Stevie auger wagon we've got. We can get a nice, great big one, the one with the tracks on it. It's a really nice auger wagon, actually. I wonder why it was struggling so much. I had this thing powered on while it was running up that hill. There we go, going around there. It's nice big auger wagon. I can't remember the capacity of it. Let's have a look, actually. I'm going to look in here. I'm actually leaning towards not bothering with the auger wagon at all, because, you know, you've still got the whole nonsense of... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.